Breaking news, big news if you're in Canada. The interest rates just recently dropped. And you know what? This is going to impact the economy. This is going to impact the market. It's going to impact the buyers and sellers. And we're going to get into all of that in this video. But right away, we're going to be talking about how it should impact you. So let's get it. Before I get into how the interest rates affect the economy and how it's going to help you or deter you from getting more business, here's a simple truth. And if you watch this video and you shut it off after this first minute, I'm cool with that because I'm going to spit the biggest thing that you need to do right now. You need to spread this news and share it with your database. Man, look. We are not getting on the phone. We are not calling our prospects. This is why we are not selling as many houses. I was lucky enough to build good habits because I got in the business 20 years ago. And the only way we were going to get business back then was to get on the phone, go door knock, whatever. Meaning there was no branding on social media. See, social media branding is free. Back in the day, marketing was not free. You got to pay for billboards, flyers. That stuff costs money. So as a young, hungry agent, I had to get on the phone, which built good habits. And those habits propelled me into sales success beyond selling just real estate. But that's not about me. This is about you. So now what you need to do is you need to take this news and you need to call the people in your CRM. If you don't have a CRM with people in it, well, guess what? Go and get one, put people in it, and then make these calls. All right? So basically, when the interest rates drop, there's lower borrowing costs. And what this really is going to do, because I think the economy, one interest rate drop, I don't think it's going to affect affordability too much. Simply because I think there's a lot of things working against us right now, like unemployment is high, immigration is low. But the most important thing is the interest rates can help that through affordability. But consumer confidence is where I'm getting at. Consumer confidence, household debt consumer confidence has never been lower. Household debt in Canada has never been higher. Because people have been using their line of credits to stay afloat. They've been using their credit cards to stay afloat because everybody in this country is making less money. And it's been happening for a couple of years now. In order for you to make more money, you have to have better habits. So that's why I said get on the phone and spread the news. And here's a cool thing. So there's going to be lower borrowing costs. Consumer confidence is high. So when you're talking to your potential buyers, you can say, look, the interest rates are dropped. You can have more affordable. But if you take a variable rate, if you will, then, I think the rates are going to continue to drop. So you could get them on the fence. And because here's why, let me explain. When you're talking to these buyers like I have, and I have the experience, a lot of them are going to say to you, well, yeah, there's going to be further interest rate drops. So what happens is they sit on the sideline until it hits, the best interest rate. So how you as a professional is going to get around that, you're going to tell them about the variable rate. If you don't know what a variable interest rate is, it goes down or up as the interest rates change. It's not fixed. So you could tell them, hey, listen, we can always get a variable rate. And they might say, hey, that's a really good idea because I think interest rates are going to go down. But they might say, hey, what if they don't? Or what if they go up? Say, no problem. In a variable rate, you can lock it in into a fixed rate at any time. That's a pro tip. You should know that. So when you're making these phone calls, you're going to talk about these lower borrowing costs. Also, what this is going to help with is your people that want to refinance or do lines of credit, okay? Because now they can get loans with lower interest rates. So now, what are the two ways that transactions are affected? So a transaction is the amount of, buzz in a marketplace, the amount of sales of services and goods in the marketplace. That's a transaction, Okay. So now what increases transactions is basically two things. The amount of cash people have. Right now, like I said, people are cash poor, and the amount of credit worthiness they have. So as interest rates go down, especially when it comes to mortgages or refinancing and lines of credits and HELOCs, the thing that people look at, by people I mean lenders that want to lend money because of the person's credit, is, GDS and TDS ratios. Okay? So those ratios have to be fit in a certain amount. And when interest rates go down, that means affordability is better and those ratios are easier to hit. You need to be a pro. You need to spit what I'm spitting when you're talking to these people. See, a lot of real estate agents think that their job is to go open lock boxes. It's not. It's to help build wealth through the real estate asset class for your prospects that you can turn into clients. My tagline was, I help people make money. That was my tagline, right? When I was crushing a lot of deals. So, and then here's the other thing that we need to understand. So the listings that were sitting in the marketplace for a very long time, and they weren't getting any action, they weren't getting any showings, and they weren't getting any interest. Well, it's our job as an industry to let the consumers know so the confidence goes up. So now more listings might hit the marketplace too, because it's fall market now in 2025. That's when I'm making this video, September of 2025. And I don't know when you're going to be watching it. So I don't know when I'm going to be posting this, but I'm making it September 2025. And the interest rate announcements just happened. So a few days ago. So now what's going to happen is this. Listings are also going to come in because of the fall market. And because now the sellers that were sitting on the sideline, they're going to be like, okay, it might be a good time to put in the market. So you as a realtor need to go get those listings. You also need to go get those buyers that are sitting in the sidelines to buy those listings. That's how you make money. And the only way you can do that is you have to vocalize it. Now, the thing you don't want to vocalize, and the thing that I'm telling you is rate drops do not equal an immediate boom. So don't get to social media and say, oh my God, the market's going to turn. You better buy a house now. No, man. That's not the economy that we're in, right? The economy that we're in, like I used to box. So I'm going to give you a boxing analogy. Imagine you're in the 8th round in a 12-round fight. You're in the 8th round. And let's say you're the boxer that's getting your ass whooped, right? And you just came up from a knockdown rather. You're not going to be fresh because A, you're in the 8th round, you're tired. B, you just took a blow to the head that knocked you down. Yeah, you didn't get the 10 count, but you're up. So it's not like you're back. You're slowly getting back. You're getting you're trying to stay alive. So that's what this interest rate drop is actually. It's trying to keep the economy alive. It's not going to be like, yo, you just came in with your interest strong, boom, 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 Mike Tyson somebody and they're out. No. So don't scream that message. You're going to look silly if you scream that message because the economy took a hit. If you've been following the real estate economy and the economy in general in Canada, yo, this is the worst I've seen it. Condo prices are down. Inventory is up. Demand is low. Interest rates, they're not that bad. There's other areas that are affecting us. And the biggest area is consumer confidence. So what the interest rate decrease does is help consumer confidence. So agents need to work on their mindset and their positioning. People do business with people they trust, so you got to earn their trust. Agents that make a lot of money are pros. They are experts. They come off as the expert. They don't come off as sleazy salespeople that are just after a commission check. So you watching this video, you need to become an expert in economics, micro and macro. When it comes to real estate sales, macro is the stuff that I'm talking about. Labor, interest rates, inflation, all that kind of stuff, right? And now on a global level, especially in our continent with North America, with the US and Canada fighting over tariffs and raising tariffs, that's not helping the economy. Look, let me really simplify this. People are making less money. Jobs are down. People's houses that were worth X amount are now worth X amount because there's been price decreases. So naturally, everybody's net worth is down. People's cash flow is down. So some of those people that got too down had to lean into their debt. I'm trying to simplify this. They had to use their line of credits and their credit cards. So now their debt is up. And the problem is when your debt is up and your cash is down, you are less credit worthy. You cannot get any more credit. And the middle class lives off credit. The middle class lives off credit. And Canada is a big middle class. Different story for a different day. I'll get into that. Give me a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit me with a like, and I'll explain all of that for all of you. So you got to take this rate cut seriously. You've got to spread the news because this is a good chance for you to, exemplify yourself as the pro. But more importantly, here's what I want you to do. And this is how I started the video. Anytime you get news like this, it's a great time to pick up the phone and let it be known. If you're in sales and you're not talking to people, it's not for you. It's not for you. And when you get news like this, you got to reach down, pick up your phone and start making conversations. And after you make those conversations, you got to have a good follow-up system. Bro, I'll freestyle with you right now. Off the top of the dome, because my business to help real estate agents scale. So I'm not making these calls to my clients, potential buyers or sellers, but I will help you. Ring, ring. Hey, Melissa, this is Rick. We haven't spoken in a while because I'm sure a lot of you haven't called your database ever. Haven't spoken in a while. But you know what? I thought about you because, look, I'm in real estate sales and there's this big news that's happening right now with the interest rate cut. And there's a lot of confusion happening around the marketplace. Also, Melissa, there's a lot of deals to be had in this marketplace. I haven't seen this many deals in real estate before. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of drop some knowledge on what this interest rate cut means. Pause, kind of highlight what I said in this video really quickly, 30 seconds. And secondly, Melissa, unpause. And secondly, Melissa, I want to talk about the environment of real estate and how we can find deals because I specialize in finding deals. Pause. That's my unique selling proposition. Okay. That's what Rick does. I find deals in real estate. What do clients want? Deals. And what do clients want? Deals that they don't know of. So watch this. Unpause. By the way, Melissa, these deals that I find are sometimes not on the market. They're not on the MLS. They're off market. Pause. Buyers want options. Unpause. So, Melissa, that's what I do. If I find good deals in the marketplace, hey, you might know real estate agents, you might not. I really don't care. But this is what I do. I find deals. And with this new announcement with the interest rate, I think it's the best time to take advantage of the deals and jump on them because I don't know how long these deals will be on the market for because one day the market will turn. Anyway, Melissa, I can go on and on about real estate. Do you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell or is looking for a deal actually? Who do you know that you love and care about, Melissa, that I can get them a good deal and save them money? Oh, I don't know. Is it you, Melissa? You ever in the market for a deal in real estate? Not right now. Perfect. Pause. Guys and girls, the victory in a sales call is not to get the deal. It's to start the conversation and then over time become top of mind. Unpause. All right, Melissa, I understand that you're not in the marketplace yet, but if I get a deal, just so you can cruise around it and understand, the deals that I am getting, do you mind if I send it to you? Now, pause. Just to get you off the phone, she's going to say yes. Yeah, sure. And from time to time, like this announcement that I called you about the interest rates and, anything that affects the real estate space, do you mind if I send you that as well? Yeah, sure. You can send it to me. Cool, Melissa. We'll keep in touch, yeah? And if you find anybody that's looking for deals, you please contact me. Okay, take care. Bye. Boom. Go on your CRM. Talked to Melissa, had this conversation, told her I was going to send her deals. So once a month, I'm going to send her deals to all my whole CRM. Boom. Why don't I follow up with her in 2 months? All right. So make a note in your CRM, call in 2 months. Guys, that's how easy it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.